Have you ever felt like when you drink a beer, you have the people involved in making it standing right behind you the entire time? I mean, in all honesty, this is a Northeastern style IPA, but I'm getting a lot of chicharroni aromas off this. What's going on, beer lovers? Welcome to another festival episode. I'm Jeff.
I'm Justin.
I'm John.
Today we are back in Long Beach, California, in the shadow of the Queen Mary for Beer Camp 2017. This festival, put on by Sierra Nevada, highlights beers from all over the country and all over the world. So let's get ready for this trip around the world. Are you guys ready?
Let's have some beer!
Let's have some beer. Alright guys, so first up, I have from Bell's Brewery in Michigan, their Oberon. This is their wheat beer. Bell's Brewery has become one of the most well-known breweries in America. This is our first chance to try it. Cheers, guys. Malty, rich, delicious. It's just a perfect, summer beer. You want to drink a lot of these, sit out by the pool, relax. A perfect start for a perfect summer day.
First beer here today at Beer Camp. I got Bell's Brewing Two Heart IPA. This is 7% and it just beat out Pliny the Elder for the best beer in America. I'm stoked to start with this beer. Let's try it out. Cheers. Oh, wow. It's got a beautifully light body to it. I can get off the aroma. I actually get like that yeast aroma, a little soft, like doughy breadiness to it. And then once you dig in, the malts are extremely light. It's smooth almost throughout. But then right there on the back end, you get that typical kind of West Coast, dank, resinous finish. It's thick, it's almost like syrupy. It's a nice way to finish this beer. I wouldn't say it's the best IPA I've ever had, best IPA in America, but pretty damn good nonetheless.
Hey guys, so what I got here is actually called Sweet Ride by Bagby Beer out in Oceanside, and it's a Pilsner, and so in reality it smells like a Bud Light or a Budweiser. And it tastes like a Bud Light. It's got a little bit of like a sweet finish to it, but that's about all I can really say that I like about the beer. Other than that, it's not really something that I would be big on. But if you like Bud Light or Budweiser, or you like those real Pilsner style beers, then definitely go check out Bagby out in Oceanside. Cheers.
The next beer up for me is from Arts District Brewing in Los Angeles. This is called Traction IPA, 7.5%. Of course, I'm getting started on IPAs because I'm an idiot like that, but hey, who cares? Let's try some new beer. Cheers.
People for years thought that sour beers tasted like vinegar.
Now this is what I'm talking about. For me, this is what I love in an IPA. It's got beautiful tropical aromas, peach, pear, you get pineapple, guava, and then you dig in and those tropical flavors mix beautifully with the malts. And then on the back end, you get that typical West Coast bite, that dank resinous feeling with a little bit of piney as well at the end. This is what I love in IPAs. Well done, Arts District.
All right guys, so next up, Beechwood Brewing. Long Beach favorite. We're here in Long Beach. I had to have one of their beers. This is the vanilla system of a stout. 11.2%. It's an Armenian coffee stout. Get it? With vanilla. Can't wait to try it, guys. You know I love my stouts. Cheers. Oh my god. If you love coffee, if you love vanilla, if you love stouts in general, it's 11.2, doesn't taste at all like it. This is a very dangerous beer, a very tasty beer, and a beer I want to have about 6 more of, then pass out later on today. Alright guys, so next up I have Ghost Haze Killer. It's 7.5% from Arrow Lodge Brewing in Covina, California. This thing, hazy, light, looks pretty good. Female head brewer there, doing some amazing stuff, and I'm going to try it right now. Cheers. It's light, it's fruity, it is just an amazing drink. I mean, perfect summer beer, don't get me wrong. 7.5% doesn't feel like it at all, it feels like it's a 4 or 5, and amazing, amazing drinkability. Well done, Arrow Lodge, we're coming to see you soon.
My next beer up is called Blazing Star. It's a hoppy pilsner from Figueroa Mountain Brewing Company. I believe it's 5.9%. I saw hoppy, I saw pilsner. It is hot as shit out here. I needed something refreshing, so let's see how this turns out. Cheers. I'm not a huge fan of pilsners unless the situation really calls for it. The situation's calling for it. So I'm loving this right now. On top of that, it's got beautiful hop varieties in there. I believe Citra, Hallertau, and like one other variety. It's got a great bitterness back end. The malts are light, they're refreshing, and the finish is still really crisp even though you're getting all that bitterness at the end. This is just what I needed.
All right, so what I got here in my glass right now is going to be the 405 No Coast IPA from Absolution. So look at that beautiful color on this IPA. This is actually an IPA I could get behind. There's not a lot of like sweet, fruity flavors. It's just nice and bitter, right? So the hops, and it's just, yeah, it's delicious. I could definitely drink this on a hot day like today. Cheers. Alright, so what I got next here is from Ingrain Brewery. It's a Maybach. It's a spring Bach. It's a pretty high ABV, so let's check it out.
Thank you very much for the Expand News from Los Angeles. Make sure to go check us out on
So I smell sweet, I get a little sweet. It's kind of like a cross between, it actually kind of tastes like a kombucha, right? So it tastes like a cider in a way. It's sweet. It doesn't really taste much like beer to me. So, but it's pretty delicious. So definitely check it out.
All right, guys. Next up, Eagle Rock Brewing. And you guys know how I love their beers. This is Don't Maze Me, Bro, a 5% toasted rice lager. Perfect thing for a day like today. Cheers. Light in color, light in flavor, light body, it's crisp, clean, refreshing. Everything you want from your lager, this is what it has. And it has a nice little nuttiness, a toastiness on the back end. It's fantastic, it's refreshing, and it's perfect for a hot summer day like today.
From El Segundo Brewing Company, I have Mayberry IPA. This is made with Mosaic, Chinook, and Cascade hops. 7.1%. I love the beers from El Segundo. Haven't tried this one yet, so it's time. Cheers.
Send me Martin's number so I can get it.
Whoa. Wow. All right, so the aroma itself, you're getting a beautiful peach mango combination. It's definitely a delicious aroma. When you dig into it, you're instantly blasted with hop bitterness. It's a little too much for me. Based on the aroma, I was expecting definitely a softer style IPA. Seems like they used a ton of bittering hops in this. Probably not my favorite IPA, especially from El Segundo, but I mean, they all can't be winners, right?
All right, guys, so I have a brewery that I don't know a lot about. It's called Crux Fermentation Project. This is their Gimme Mo IPA. Not a lot of description about it, but it looks pretty good, like a good old West Coast style. Let's check it out and see if it fills out. Ooh. You get pininess, you get dankness. It's a good IPA, not a big beast body. It's pretty light, but it has a good hop flavor. It's pretty well balanced, and it's very, very drinkable. A good summer beer for today. Is it my favorite IPA here? Probably not, but it's a damn good beer.
So from Dionisus Brewing, I have Hazy Mazy, Northeastern style IPA. My first one of the day. I'm sure there'll be many. Here we go. Cheers. Pretty decent on the body. The aroma I'm not getting much from at all. It's pretty standard, generic, Northeastern style IPA. I will say you get a little bit of the dankness on the back end, a little bit of resinous. I still feel like I've had a lot better Northeastern IPAs coming out of Southern California, but not bad, not bad.
All right, guys, so we have here one of the rare beers at Beer Camp, the Bourbon OE. It's from Smog City Brewing down in the South Bay, and it's 13.1%. It's a bourbon and barrel-aged barley wine. Guys, ready for this? Because I am. Cheers. Cheers, John.
Cheers. Oh, that smell is just full-on bourbon. Just, oh.
Okay, we still have till tomorrow. We don't start pumping till tomorrow. It's late tonight.
It's really refined. It's not very aggressive on your palate. It just comes, it waves, bourbon, the maltiness. It's a perfect sipping drink.
Absolutely. So it's not harsh. Like if you were to sip bourbon, maybe some of you might think that's pretty harsh. It's nothing like that. It's smooth. It just goes right down the gullet, like blah, blah, blah.
Just like that.
Just like that. Delicious.
Guys, if you guys haven't been to Smog City, it's one of the big South Bay 5. We're definitely having to hit there soon if they're pouring beers like this. We're coming for you guys.
So from Pure Brewing Company, I have Mercury IPA. This brewery is known for their Northeastern styles and just how incredible they are. I'm excited to try this one. Cheers.
And you made the right decision to be in Long Beach. We had a little rain over here.
Great tropical fruit aromas, pineapple, peach, guava, a little bit of stone fruit. I'm excited to dig into this. Cheers.
Now, are these kegs going to see it? Oh yeah, these kegs, we're definitely going to have keg bowling. How are they going to do this without the keg?
Oh, this is a very, very soft Northeastern IPA. I want to say it weighed in at 7.1%, so that's probably a double, but I'm not getting double off of this flavor. The mouthfeel is super soft, the malts are soft. When you get into it, you get a lot of tropical up front, a little bit of a bite, bitter bite finish at the end. Overall, this is an awesome beer.
So I have here the Vanilla Shake from Keller Brewing in Denmark. One of their collaborators for Brew Camp. This is not the collaboration beer, this is something different. 13.1%, big time beer. Cheers, guys. It has a dark head, it's chocolatey. It is a vanilla shake. It's not 13% at all. This is the most dangerous beer I've ever had. It's the James Bond of beers. It's that dangerous. It is delicious, it's tasty, it's rich. And God, if it cost us no option, we'd be on a plane to Denmark tomorrow reviewing this place. It's that good.
All right, guys, so what I have here is Guava Libre. It's a cream ale with guava and vanilla. It's from the brewery. They were a special guest in Sierra Nevada's Beers Across the World. This is just one of their beers from their brewery. They're in Anaheim. This is a place that Justin and I are probably gonna visit very, very soon. It sounded actually extremely delicious, so here we go, cheers. Wow. Wow, that is, oh God. Okay, so the aroma, it's very light. You're not getting a ton off of it. I get a little bit of vanilla. I get a little bit of those light malt aromas. But man, when you dig into this thing, holy shit. It is like guava and vanilla ice cream. This cream ale, I mean, this is thick and malty with all the stuff that makes a cream ale delicious. I'm not surprised that it weighs in at, I think, like 7.8, 7.9%. Man, lots of guava, lots of vanilla. This is really tasty, and at the high ABV that it's at, I really do feel like if you had a few of these, you would be in a very good place. Cheers.
Cool, perfect, thank you.
Thank you. So my next beer has got an awesome name. This is why I had to try it. It's called Party and Bullshit. It's an IPA from Garage Project. We've heard from other people here at Beer Camp that this is one of the best ones here. So here we go. Cheers. Wow. Okay, so first off, I just gotta mention the head on this thing. He poured it 2 or 3 minutes ago, and look at how it looks. I mean, you're getting head with this beer, which when you're taking little samples like this, I feel like every beer has 0 head. I think that's awesome. But let's talk about the beer. Amazing, piney aromas. This is all pine. This is walking through the redwoods the entire way through. Great malts, great body, solid bittering. It's not overly bitter. It doesn't stay on your tongue too long, but literally the only hop aromas and flavors you get out of this is pine. But I actually love it. It's awesome. So cheers.
All right, guys, so I have another one from Garage Project in New Zealand. This is the Rosé de la Vallée. It's a sour, but it's done with Pinot Noir juice. And it gives us this nice little pink hue, and it's 9%, guys. I love it. Let's try it. It's sweet, it's refined. It has a hint of sourness, but it's not overly sour. It doesn't feel like I'm gonna get like pain inside of my cheeks. It is tart, it's refreshing. It's a nice refreshing sour note, a sour take compared to everything else that we've had. I know New Zealand's maybe known for hobbits and great sights and Peter Jackson. It's starting to be known for their beer. With Jeff's beer and this one, I think we gotta book a trip. I really do. We're going to New Zealand. We're going to New Zealand!
So from Maui Brewing Company, I have the coconut porter. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've tried this before, but that's the reason why I have to review this for you. This falls into one of my top 5 porters of all time. I love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it, and then I'll talk to you a little bit about it. Cheers. All right. Every time I have a porter or stout where the chocolate malts are the star as opposed to just cocoa nibs or some artificial flavor, I automatically love it. And that's exactly what this is. But on top of that, you get delicious coconut flavors out of this. It's not some kind of artificial flavor. It tastes like Hawaiian coconuts sitting on top of some beautiful malty beer. It is so delicious. I love it. If you get a chance, please try this beer.
All right, guys, so we got another unique one. This is from Moonlight Meatery in New Hampshire. This is Kurt's Apple Pie. It's 14%, and it's a mead, so honey beer. So not often we get to have a lot of those, and at 14%, a killer. Cheers. Woo. Woo. Okay, so this is the strongest beer we've had here at Beer Camp yet, and it tastes like the strongest beer that we've had at Beer Camp. That being said, it is tasty. It has spice notes, it has apple notes. If you're a big fan of meads, if you like good spice notes, and if you're a big fan of apples in general, definitely a must-try beer. As for me, I might be sticking to the IPAs.
All right, so what I got in my glass right now is going to be the Grazi. It is a vanilla cream ale from Mike Hess Brewing. Okay, let's check it out and see what it's like.
Oh, hold on.
I don't really taste the vanilla. It's not on the finish. It's not on the mouthfeel. It's not there at all. I get the cream taste for sure, but the vanilla, I don't taste it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys, so I have another special one. This is from Fuller's in Cheswick in the UK. This is their London Pride. It's 4.9%, and it's a good, solid British beer, and the pride of London, as they say. So, cheers, cheerio. Let's have some. Okay, when you think Britain beers, you think big, rich, malty goodness, and this does not disappoint. It is a big, malty, rich monster. This is the perfect beer to have at an English Premier League match. It is tasty, it is rich, it is delicious, and it's the thing you can drink at the pub all day long. I'm so glad we had a taste of this. Cheers.
All right, guys, so my next beer up is called Men at Merc. It's from Noble Ale Works. And it's a collaboration beer with Highland Park Brewery and Alvarado Street. This one's actually made with apricots. They actually had a limited release beer can, and this one has apricots in it. We'll see how it tastes. Let's try it out. Cheers.
On the old 4-2.
You know, have you ever felt like when you drink a beer, you have the people involved in making it standing right behind you the entire time? I mean, in all honesty, this is a Northeastern style IPA, but I'm getting a lot of chicharroni aromas off this. I don't quite understand it, but you know, if you like chicharronis, you like Northeastern style IPAs, you like apricots, you'll like this beer. Cheers.
Alright guys, so I have here from Ning Brewing in Oregon, their hop cooler. It's 7.2%, a tropical citrusy IPA, and I love it, guys. Cheers. It starts out really, really bitter, but you get those good tropical notes and those citrusy notes all throughout the drink. It's really, really bitter, and it lasts a long time. It's great. I don't know if it's great for a day like this, but if you're a big fan of IPAs and sipping them and just really enjoying that bitter hoppiness to it, this is definitely a beer you need to try. Jeff would love this beer, trust me. So I have here from Indie Brewing in Los Angeles, California, the O'Malley Stout. It's 5%. Love my stouts, love my dark beers. This looks like a good one. Cheers. I'm good. Now, Indy has been trying to get us to come for a long time. I don't know why we've had a block on it, but we just haven't gotten to them yet. This is a delicious beer. It's a perfect Irish stout. You get that good, crisp, clean flavors, the good, rich, chocolatey malts, and it turns into a delicious, drinkable beer, and it's not overly heavy. It is great at 5%, and it's definitely the beer I want to have. And Indy, what can I say? I don't know why we haven't visited you yet. We're coming to you soon.
We got another one from Indie Brewing Company. This one's called Del Rey IPA. Now this is one of their Northeastern style IPAs. They have a lot of limited can releases. As Justin mentioned, this is definitely a 2-visit brewery on our list. This is the first time I've ever gotten to try a beer from them. So here we go. Cheers. You know what I love about the West Coast making East Coast styles? You kind of get a collaboration of both. This has definitely got that tropical, light, fruity aroma, and then right there in the body and the back end, you get that hoppy bitterness, you get that piney finish, little bit of dankness, little bit of resinous. This is a fantastic beer, and this is just another reason why we definitely have to go visit them soon.
All right, guys, so you've seen our award-winning episode on Iron Triangle Brewing in downtown LA, haven't you? Okay, you haven't? Look at it here. But this is one we haven't reviewed. It's called the Battle of Puebla. It's a chili beer from them, and I can't wait to try it. I love chili. I love beer. Perfect combination. Cheers. It smells like Anaheim chilies, and it tastes like a brilliant lager. You get a little bit of tingliness from the capsaicin on the back end, but it's refreshing, it's light. I want to have a big Mexican meal and drink a big gallon of this while having it. It is the perfect Mexican food beer, and I love it, guys. I love Iron Triangle. You guys did it again. Well done.
All right, guys, so from Lancaster, California, I have Kinetic Brewery's Ice Bucket IPA. I've never heard of this brewery before, so I'm excited to see what they have to share. Let's find out. Cheers. You can tell this was dry hopped with just some beautiful tropical hop varieties. Oh my God, it's delicious. This isn't a hazy, but in a way, it gives you that kind of hazy flavor. Most Northeastern IPAs have got that fruity aroma, the fruity body, fruity finish. This is it, but it's definitely not a hazy IPA. The malts are really good. I'm not getting a ton of flavor off the malt. You can definitely tell that it's balancing out all the strong bitterness from the hops. This is a fantastic beer, and I feel like we need to try more from Kinetic, because this is awesome.
All right, guys, so I have here, well, we have here, the official beer of LA Beer Week. It's called Unity. It is made at El Segundo in collaboration of a bunch of LA brewers. It's an IPA style, and we can't wait to try it, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh. Very soft on the malt profile. It's very light. You still get it though. There's almost like a sweet honey note to it.
For sure, there's
well.
some honey in there. Definitely get the malt. It's really soft though.
The hop
soft on the palate.
The hop presence is there. It's noted, but it's not overwhelming. You're not getting a whole bunch of bitterness, but you are getting those hops right there on your palate.
Very delicious, very cool, very refreshing.
Overall, a very great collaboration between an amazing amount of brewers, and one of my favorite beers of the beer camp.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I would say I like it. I like the fact that it's a lighter IPA. I like that, you know, it's actually got a pretty strong hop profile. It's bitter. As soon as you get into it, you get nice bitterness. It doesn't last too long, but it's definitely right there in the body and the finish, but it doesn't linger long.
It's not a palate wrecker.
Yeah, it's not a palate wrecker. Light malts, that sweetness from the honey actually goes really, really well with it. On a hot day like today, I mean, if you're gonna drink any type of pale ale or IPA, I mean, this actually goes pretty well with a day like today.
I'd agree with Jeff. It's nice on a hot day, for sure.
Cheers.
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 We have here another Boomtown Brewery beer. It's called Nose Job. I've heard a lot about Boomtown myself, just like Justin has, so I'm pretty excited to try their beers. I mean, when you have a reputation, you know it's got to be good. So let's see what they got going here. Cheers.
I say yeah.
I would say on the aroma, it's a very mediocre beer. I'm not getting a ton of like specific aromas out of this. It smells like a very stereotypical IPA, but when you dig into it, the malts are very present right in the middle. And then the finish has got a strong hoppy bitterness to it. It's got a little bit of a bite. I gotta take one more sip to try to pull out this flavor. Hold on. It's just fruity. It's got the bitterness of a West Coast, a little bit of pininess, but there's also a lot of fruitiness right there on that back end. I don't know how to describe it. It's a decent beer. It's not my favorite IPA of the day, but it's not bad.
All right, guys, so I have a new brewery here. It's called the Brewery Dad Abigail. It's apparently been around for a couple years. They're in Hermosa Beach, California, and the new brewer Mitchell just gave me his first beer at the new brewery, and it's a saison.
Go in and see what you get.
I love how people are party crashing it, man. So we got a saison here. It's his first beer at the Brewery at Abigail. He used to be at Hangar 24. Let's give it a try, guys. Cheers. Okay guys, this is an amazing saison, and this is coming from a guy who's had a lot of saisons. Mitchell, I've known him before. He's at Hangar 24. He just became the head brewmaster at Abigail, and it is tasty. It's tart. It's not too tart, and it's just a very, very drinkable beer. A little bit of aroma. You get those good, you know, fruity, saison-y, wild yeast smells in the aroma, and the taste delivers in spades. He just started. We're definitely gonna have to visit them soon, but if this is a sign of things to come, you guys gotta look out for him. It's coming soon. So we have the last rare beer of the day. It's from Transplants Brewing, and it's their double filbert. It's a brown hazelnut barrel-aged porter. So, Jeff, you ready?
Let's have some beer.
Let's have some beer, buddy. Cheers. Ooh. You get that sweet, like vanilla-y barrel age at the beginning, and then that hazelnut just comes in. It's so warm and loving.
I get the hazelnut definitely on the nose. There's a little bit of vanilla in there too, and you get those light brown malts as well.
Yeah.
But it's where the body really shines, for sure.
I mean, I don't know how long this has been aged for. I don't know how long it's been rested, but this is damn near good, man. It's damn near perfect. I don't know what to say about it other than Transplants. I have no clue where you guys are, but we need to find out where you guys are, and we need to come see you soon.
It's got a great, like, bite at the end. I mean, these are barrel aged in what, bourbon barrels?
I would assume so.
It's definitely just got a very strong bite towards the end. It's not bitter, it's boozy. It's a boozy bite, is what I would say.
It's boozy, but it's not overwhelming. I don't feel like I just took a shot of something.
No, you're definitely not taking a shot. It's just strong malt body presence, and you get that vanilla, that hazelnut, and it's just boom, like a punch to the face.
The best way to say it's refined, and it's delicious. Well done, guys. Well done, Transplants.
Yeah, definitely enjoy this beer.
All right, guys, so I have here from State Brewing in Gardenia, California. This is their From Here to Gardenia Northeast IPA. Big Hazy Dream, and we've had a lot of them today. Let's see how this one compares. Cheers. Okay, guys, right off the aroma, it's dank, it's rich, it smells like dirty gym socks. But when you get into it, when you taste it, it's rich, it's lush, has those tropical flavors that you're looking for, and it has a bit of bitterness that you're looking for, but it's not overly bitter. It lingers, but it's not a palate wrecker. It's great. It's a nice Northeast, West Coast little mix, and State this is the first time I've heard of them, and I want to see what else they got. It's really, really good.
My next beer up is from Three Weavers Brewing. I've had a lot of their beers. Justin and I have yet to visit this place, but when I saw them, I had to see what they had going here at Beer Camp. And of course, they have a collaboration beer with Alpine Brewing. It's called Off the Beaten Path. It's an IPA. I can't wait to try it. Let's check it out. Cheers. Okay. All right, so on the nose, this is like super tropical. Lots of orange, guava, pineapple, mango. It doesn't taste like a very strong IPA, but I don't think I mentioned yet, I believe this is like 9%. You definitely taste the 9% as soon as you dig into it. This has got a very strong malty body. It pairs well with the bitterness. I don't get anything but strong malts and strong bitterness until the finish. Then that tropical comes right back, and I will tell you it's a great way to finish this beer. Everything I've had from Three Weavers has been gold. Everything I've had from Alpine has been gold. This beer, I would say, is probably a gold as well. So good job, guys.
All right, guys, so if you've seen Phantom Carriage, our episode earlier on, this is another beer from them. It's called the Lugosi. It's a Belgian quad, a special beer that they brought out for this festival. I can't wait to try it, guys.
Oh yeah, my son back there.
Cheers.
Well, he's always like, Danny, it's like the beat.
My Belgian lovers, my quad lovers, gather around, my children of the night. This is amazing. Phantom Carriage, if you haven't had their sour beers before, go back to our Phantom Carriage episode, check those out. They have some amazing sour beers, and this is no exception. It's strong, it's rich, it's sweet, and it goes down so well. Not the best beer for a hot day like this, but definitely a great beer if you love Belgians.
All right, guys, from Yorkshire Square, I'm pretty sure this might be my last beer. It's called Hurly Burly. It's a brown ale. We actually met Gary, the owner of this brewery, and he was talking about how their focus is making great beers at low ABVs. This is their brown ale, and I'm excited to try it. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers. All right, so on the aroma, I'm not getting a ton. On the body, I'm getting a lot, especially for a low ABV beer. It's got very strong malts. There's some biscuit. There's actually a little bit of chocolate in there. The thing is right as soon as you dig into this beer, you're getting a strong hop presence. There's a lot of bitterness. And I'm not sure if that was made intentionally or if that was made to offset the light malts on here. I know they're shooting for a low ABV beer, but I feel like the hop bitterness in this beer just isn't what I wanted. I really wanted those malts to come out. I'm okay with a little bit of bitterness in a brown ale, but this is just a little too much. It's a little too much for what I was looking for. But I'm excited to see what else they have to offer. I mean, I love their philosophy, so I don't know, you may see us there at Yorkshire Square very soon.
So this is our last beer of the day, and it's from San Fernando Brewing in San Fernando, California. This is their Grapefruits of Wrath IPA. It's 7.7%, and it's a grapefruit IPA, one of Jeff's favorite.
Love grapefruit, I love IPAs. Let's get down, Justin.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow.
Okay, so with a lot of grapefruit IPAs, you get a lot of pithiness. I get a little bit of pithiness on the back end, but for the most part, this really just tastes like grapefruit juice.
It's that great sour grapefruit flavor right in an IPA. You don't get that pithiness, you don't get that bitterness. It's all grapefruit flavor, and it's delicious.
Oh my God. This is so drinkable. If you love grapefruit, if you love hoppiness, man, this is, let me put it this way. If you've tried a grapefruit IPA before, you have not tried this grapefruit IPA before. This is so much better than I think any of those big commercial grapefruit IPAs that you may have seen out there in the stores. I would have to say San Fernando Brewing has done this better than any other brewery I've ever tried. This is a fantastic IPA. I wish we had this earlier with our meal. We had some burgers earlier for lunch, and this would have been the most refreshing beer you could ever have.
Use that kid.
Epic drinkability.
Ditto.
Ditto.
Hold on to the kid.
All right, guys, so that's gonna do it here at Sierra Nevada's Beer Camp. Man, we tried some incredible beers. I wish we had time to get to all of them, but unfortunately we'd probably die.
Now guys, if you like this episode, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And let us know down in the comments if you've tried these beers before and what you think of them. Until next time, that's John, that's Jeff, and I'm Justin. And we will see you guys next time on Let's Have Some Beer! Cheers!
Cheers!
Woo!